Spend the day with me entertaining some out-of-town guests in Chicago. First up, we went to have brunch at Pinstripes, which is delicious. They have a chocolate fountain. They have brunch buffet, which has breakfast stuff, lunch stuff. They have an omelet station, carving stations, all the things. It is so good. This is one of my favorite things to do, and it was a big hit. They also have mocktails for the girls. When we headed out, we were shocked to get the same Uber driver as before that we had like a dance party with. It was so fun.
When I say I want it that way, tell me why. I want it that way, tell me why.
I think that's the first time I've ever gotten the same Uber driver twice, and he even remembered us and played the same Backstreet Boys song with us. It was so fun. Then we went on an architectural boat tour because I think this is a must-do when you come to Chicago. It's such a great way to see the city, to see all of our cool architecture, enjoy the water. It was kind of cold, but it was still super fun. We have so many cool buildings. There's also a full bar on at least this one. But after it was over, we were ready to warm up, so we actually ended up going back into Navy Pier. I really wanted to do this new flyover experience. I had heard it was so good. You listen to a couple of videos first, which was boring, but then you get to go on this ride thing that was so cool. 10 out of 10 recommend. It is like the seat thing, and I don't even know how to explain it, but there's like this immersive screen and you literally feel like you're flying through Chicago. It is so cool. And they have, I think, different scents, but like when there are water features, you literally get sprayed with water. It is so cool. I literally will be going back and doing it so many times. A lot of the stuff like the architectural boat tour and stuff like that, I've done a million times, but this was my very first time doing this because I think it hasn't been here all that long. And it was one of my favorite things. Like we were all screaming at this part where it feels like you're flying down the buildings and you get to see so many cool things. And we had just done the architectural boat tour. So then to see the buildings from this perspective was really cool. And it was super neat. They also have an Iceland one right now. I don't know if they rotate cities or whatever, but I want to go back and do that because I freaking loved this. This was absolutely one of my favorite things. It was such a cool way to see the city. It was such a fun ride, but truly I wish we could skip the first two like intro video things. I feel like that's kind of a waste of time, to be honest, but this was super duper cool. I could have sat here all day doing this. Like, I don't know how long this actually was. I think it was just like several minutes. I'm not sure, but I literally wish I could have sat here and done it for hours. Like just seeing the different landscapes and beautiful parts of Chicago. It's just so pretty. I don't think people realize how much of a water city Chicago is. I say that all the time. It is stunning. I also cannot wait for summer. I'm like absolutely dying. We also saw the Bean, all the things. So this is just such a fun experience. If you haven't done it, I really think it makes Navy Pier so much more worthwhile. It is really fun. And it felt like we were flying through fireworks at the end. This was very cool. I don't want to overhype it because it is like just several minutes, whatever, but I really enjoyed it. I think it's a great addition to Chicago. Definitely recommend. Then we ended up walking back home, which probably wasn't the best decision for Kurt's back, but that's okay. We headed downstairs to the wine storage room. Each resident in my building has a wine storage locker here, and we picked out a couple bottles of wine for Mandy, and we were going to hang out and chill, but then we called an audible and ended up going to Lululemon, the world's largest Lululemon, which I was kind of underwhelmed by this. The girls wanted to go to Lululemon, and I knew that we had one that was supposedly the world's largest, which I thought it was going to be much bigger than this. It seemed kind of like a normal Lululemon to me, but they found some cute stuff. And then we went to Portillo's, which was the only thing that was a bust. None of my guests were impressed with this. I still like it. And then we just hung out for the rest of the night, chilled with Cooper for a little bit. Kurt had his candy apple, and Cooper hopped up on the girls' air mattresses and wanted to hang out with them.